Alright, let's talk soundbars. And not just any soundbar. This is the Samsung HW-Q800D/ZF. It's sleek, it's powerful, and it's packing a punch way above what you'd expect from something this compact. Now I've been testing this in a few different setups. Movie nights, music streaming, even casual gaming. And spoiler alert, this thing gets loud, but more importantly it stays clean. Let's start with the design. Samsung isn't reinventing the wheel here, but what you get is this low-profile, matte black finish that disappears under your TV, which is a good thing. You don't really want a soundbar that draws attention to itself. It's all about letting the audio do the talking. The Q800DS build is solid, with subtle mesh detailing and that understated Samsung logo right up front. The subwoofer is boxy, wireless, and pretty minimal too. You can tuck it almost anywhere in the room and it'll just blend. Alright, here's the thing. This soundbar supports 1.1.4 channels. Yeah, I had to double check that too. That means it's bringing sound from all directions, including above you, thanks to those upward-firing speakers. And with Dolby Atmos and DTS X on board, the immersion is real. Samsung also uses something called Q-Symphony. If you've got a compatible Samsung TV, it syncs the soundbar and the TV's built-in speakers together, instead of just switching from one to the other. The result? Way fuller soundstage. It actually fills the room. You feel it in your chest when there's a big explosion, and the dialogue stays crisp even in chaotic scenes. Let's talk audio quality. This soundbar has space-filling clarity. It doesn't just get loud, it's got definition. Vocals are clean. Mid-range? Balanced. Bass? It's deep but not muddy. That wireless sub punches without overpowering the room. You don't get that bloated, boomy bottom end, it's tight, focused. And thanks to adaptive sound, it can tweak the output in real time depending on what you're watching. So, if you're flipping from a movie to a sports game to a YouTube video, it adjusts accordingly. Gaming performance? Pretty solid. Samsung added a Game Mode Pro that optimizes directional audio cues, so you're getting that precise left-to-right panning and height effects when you're in fast-paced scenes. Combine that with low latency over HDMI eARC and yeah, you're good. Now there are built-in mics for voice assistants. You can use Alexa or Google Assistant depending on your setup. Personally, I didn't use it that much because I prefer the remote or app control, but it's there if you want it. You've also got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2 and Chromecast built in, so connectivity is not an issue. Oh, and one of the underrated features? Night mode and voice enhance. You can turn those on when you want to avoid waking people up late at night. It compresses the dynamic range and lifts the dialogue a bit. Super useful. Setup is simple too. You've got HDMI in, HDMI out with eARC and an optical port, so whether you're using a brand new Samsung TV or an older one, you'll be able to get going in minutes. Battery? Not a thing here, this isn't portable. But software support matters, and Samsung does deliver firmware updates over Wi-Fi. That's a nice touch. Keeps everything current without having to plug anything in. Now, not everything is perfect. The SmartThings app isn't my favorite. It's functional but not super intuitive. And while the subwoofer is great for most living rooms, if you're in a really large open space, you might want to look at the next level up. So who is this for? If you want legit home theater vibes without filling your space with a dozen speakers, the HW-Q800D/ZF is a killer all-in-one option. You get Atmos, great clarity, immersive surround effects, and a subwoofer that holds its own, all in a plug-and-play package. And if you've already got a Samsung TV, that Q-Symphony feature pushes the experience even further. Bottom line, it's not just about volume. It's about depth, about directionality, and about making you feel like you're part of the scene. That's what this soundbar delivers. Anyway, that's been my take on the Samsung HW-Q800D/ZF. If you're looking to level up your audio game without overcomplicating your setup, this is definitely one of the top contenders this year. Catch you guys in the next one.